Okay.
You haven't directed a film for 20 years. What pushed you to return?
Watching good directors. I made a film with Louis Malle before he died, and I made 2 films with Stephen Daldry, The Hours and The Reader, where I wrote the screenplays. And it reawakened my appetite for making films. In other words, watching really good people do it made me want to do it again.
And now we have a big success because your film is opening the Warsaw Film Festival, and it must be something. It must be a good film. It must be something special. What do you find? What do you find special in your film?
In the film?
Yeah.
Well, it tells a very, very interesting story. You know, it's actually driven by narrative and character, and it's about people who everybody seems to be very interested in. People find it very funny as well, which is great. And it's just people are so relieved to see a film about human beings. You know, there are so many films now which are about special effects, or which are about, you know, earthquakes or floods or myths, you know, people walking around in Roman costume or dressed as goblins, or, you know, myth, you know, these awful films full of people wielding axes and Celts and looking for rings, and childish films, stupid films. So films about, this is a film about people, real people, and what's going on in the world, and that's why I think there's been such an incredible response to it, you know.
But you decided to do a film about Secret Service in such a difficult times. Why?
Because what's happened since 2001, and first of all the Twin Towers and then the invasion of Iraq, has been really difficult for the security services. You know, we're in alliance with America, and in Britain, what Americans do is illegal. In other words, we in 1640 abolished torture, and yet we are getting information. Our Secret Service is being fed information which we know was obtained by torture. In other words, we're colluding in practices which in Britain are illegal. And this creates great problems for the security services, because some of them don't like it, and those of them who do like it have to lie about it, or the politicians have to lie about it. But everyone in England, Britain, is lying about this problem. And it's all over our pages of our newspapers now, but I'm happy to say I saw this coming a couple of years ago, and so that was the subject I wanted to write about.
I read that you have very limited time to do it, to do the
We shot it in 5 weeks.
Yeah. How did you manage?
By being incredibly well prepared, and by casting Bill Nye as the lead. You know, I've worked with Bill Nye. He's in every scene, and I couldn't have done it if I didn't do it with Bill, because I've worked with him my whole life. I've worked with him for 30 years. I've worked with him, I think, on 6 or 7 things. And so he's professional, he's on time, he knows his lines, he knows what he wants to do, he's a great actor. And so the only way we could possibly have made it is by Bill playing the leading part.
I just asked Bill if it's still challenging for him to work with you so long, so many years. But now I would like to ask you if it's still interesting in a way to work all the time with the same actor. I know.
But I work with the same actors all the time, and in fact every significant actor in my life, Judi Dench obviously, but you know, I've worked twice with Meryl Streep, I've worked twice with Nicole Kidman, I've worked twice with Julianne Moore. I rarely, the ones that I really love, Tony Hopkins, the ones that I love, I work with many times, because to me, you just move on. You get better and better together if you have a bit of time together.
Thank you very much.
Not at all.
And congratulations for your.
Thank you very much. I'm
thrilled
to open the festival. It's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.